Yan pong ano, kulot. Kulot.
Itong kulot, sino kaya itong batang ito? Ano kaya ang pangalan? If is coming from the education sector. Wala?
Mag-isa lang po siya. Yung kulot po, yung kulot. Mag-isa lang siya from the
Si
education.
Ma'am. I got you raising your hand. Sige po. Anybody from the group who could guess the name of this child from the education sector?
Edu daw, sabi ni Ma'am. Tama. Yes po, si Edu.
Yes. So, it's Edu.
Thank
Again,
you, Ma'am,
Yes.
for answering that. At dahil dyan may bag din si Ma'am.
Tapa, it's a tumbler. Once again, the Educo children, we have Priscilla, Farah, Edu, Donnie, Pro, Tech, and Sean. Thank you so much. Before we move on, next, I would like again to acknowledge the presence of our participants from the band Top Stick, Sir Tony Diesel. And thank you so much, sir, for coming.
So yan, we will show you an audiovisual presentation of our policy, the PISEA. So, take it away now. So, dahil po may ina-adjust lang, let's take a break po muna if you want a coffee break or kumain muna ng snacks sa mga bagong prepare. So, we'll be back after 2 minutes. Thank you.
Sir, ano nga pong name niyo?
Naman po kasi.
Pasuyo na lang po ako ng name tag. Thank you.
I think settle down na tayo. Let's play the presentation of our PISEA policy.
Welcome to Educo's orientation on prevention of sexual harassment, exploitation, and abuse of children. At Educo, we believe that every child, adolescent, adult, staff member, volunteer, partner, and community member has the right to be treated with dignity, respect, and care. Educo has a zero-tolerance approach to sexual harassment, sexual exploitation, and sexual abuse. PSHEA is not simply a policy. It is a responsibility shared by every one of us. Let us first understand what PSHEA means. Sexual harassment refers to unwelcome conduct of a sexual nature that can make a person feel intimidated, humiliated, offended, or unsafe. Sexual exploitation is the actual or attempted abuse of a position of vulnerability, differential power, or trust for sexual purposes. Sexual abuse is the actual or threatened physical intrusion of a sexual nature, whether by force or under unequal or coercive conditions. These behaviors can happen in the workplace, in communities, during field activities, online, or anywhere our work takes us. There are 6 core standards that guide our behavior and our responsibility to prevent sexual exploitation and abuse. Sexual harassment, exploitation, and sexual abuse are serious violations of professional conduct. They can lead to disciplinary action, including termination of employment or other appropriate sanctions. Our position, authority, or access to communities must never be used for sexual purposes. Sexual activity is prohibited with anyone under the age of 18, including those defined by RA 7610 as already 18 and above, but cannot fully care for or protect themselves from abuse, neglect, cruelty, exploitation, or discrimination because of a physical or mental disability or condition. Humanitarian or development assistance must never be exchanged for sexual favors. Never ask for or offer sex in exchange for money, employment, food, education, goods, services, assistance, opportunities, or any other benefit. Aid is never a transaction for sexual favors. Our work often places us in positions of trust and authority. We must never use that power, position, or influence to obtain sexual favors or engage in exploitative sexual relationships with people who depend on or receive assistance from us. Professional boundaries protect both the people we serve and ourselves. If you see, observe, hear about something, or receive a report or disclosure, do not ignore it. You do not need to investigate the situation yourself. You do not need to prove that misconduct happened. Your responsibility is to report the concern and ensure that the information is appropriately recorded, following Educo's confidentiality and safeguarding procedures. Always handle information with care. Maintain confidentiality. Share information only with the appropriate people, and follow established reporting and documentation procedures. PSHEA is everyone's responsibility. Whether you are a staff member, volunteer, consultant, partner, or anyone working on behalf of Educo, you have a role in creating a safe and respectful environment. Prevention starts with how we behave every day. Respect boundaries, use your position responsibly, treat everyone with dignity, speak up when something is wrong, record and report concerns appropriately, and never tolerate sexual harassment, exploitation, or abuse. When you see, observe, or receive information about a concern, your role is not to investigate. Your role is to respond appropriately, record the information, and report it through the proper channel. At Educo, safeguarding is more than compliance. It is about creating an organization where people feel safe, respected, heard, and protected. Every one of us can contribute to preventing harm. By completing this orientation, we reaffirm our commitment to Educo's PSHEA principles. Let us work together to ensure that our offices, programs, projects, communities, and partnerships remain safe and respectful spaces for everyone. At Educo, safeguarding is everyone's responsibility. Together, we prevent sexual harassment, exploitation, and abuse.
policy po ni Educo na PSEA policy is a reminder to us na ang protection is not just for children. But itong policy na ito is a reflection of who is Educo as an organization and what we stand for as an organization when it comes to protecting our partners, our community members, our staff. So ayan, later on we will have a more comprehensive orientation on this policy. So moving forward, may I call in Sir Jerome Bien for discussion on our feedbacking mechanism, which is the SEC, suggestions, commendations, and complaints. Sir Bong. Yan, aming Pogi Sponsorship Coordinator.
Ako ma-premyo next. Ayan, good morning po once again. Yung iba po na dito nakahapon, pero for the benefit po ng mga new attendees today, we would like to share po a little bit about the SEC. Tinatawag po natin suggestion, complaints, or commendation. Ano nga ba pong process na itong pinag-uusapan ng Educo, no, when it comes to this kind of mechanism? So, sige. So ito po, ang aim po nito, ang policy natin, no? This will serve as a framework or mechanism for us to solicit feedback from our partners, from the community that we are working, identify areas for improvement, and of course, yung continuous learning na po, na gusto natin ma-achieve through this process. So as to the coverage of this policy, next slide, please. Okay, let's proceed to the objective. So, na-mention po kanina na this is a framework or a mechanism. Ang aim po nito is really to provide us the consistent and clear processing for receiving, handling, and responding to and closing those suggestions, complaints, or commendation. Ano po? And gusto natin pong ma-ensure na ang lahat ng mga stakeholders alam nila kung paano, saan at kanino ibibigay po itong feedback na ito. And then of course, to promote naman a safe environment para ma-feel naman po ng ating pong mga beneficiaries or participants na comfortable pa din sila sa pag-share po ng kanilang feedback and concerns. As just going back, as I mentioned, it covers 3. Ano po? Hindi lang siya suggestion, hindi lang po siya commendation, kundi including complaint. So kadalasan po kasi ang nare-receive po natin, I don't know if in your practice, in your organization, it's most often that we receive commendation. Ano po? Meron din po mga suggestion. But here in Educo, as part of our principle of transparency, we really encourage even complaints na maparating po sa atin. And the very purpose of this, of course, is for our improvement and to resolve any issues po na nararanasan po ng ating mga participants or beneficiaries in our areas of operation when we are working with them. Again, going back to as part of improvement process, ito pong NCC nakakatulong po talaga sa amin whenever we gather the feedback. Kung saan man po si Educo nagkakandak ng activity. Just like for instance, in our activities sa GENSA, no, nagkaroon po tayo ng response. So we also promoted this kind of mechanism para makuha namin ano ba yung mga gusto nyo may parating din sa amin sa Educo. In our process, in the way we deliver the service, and so on. Ano. And also, of course, ito, part of our continuous learning talaga. No? We use this feedback as lessons learned, no, to improve policies, programs, services, and of course, the way of our working. Mayroon pong ginagawang regular na review, no? Ang lahat po na nare-receive po namin as part of our mechanism. Tinitingnan pa rin namin if it remains relevant, accessible, and effective, and responsive po dun sa ating mga stakeholders. We also encourage Educo, and of course, you as partners, to learn, no? Both of us, no, from what worked well and what needs to be improved. And the SEC recognized really as part of Educo's continuous learning and improvement process. Yun po talaga yung pinaka-aim natin ito. Sige, next slide please. Ito po ang coverage, no? Lahat po, kung baga wala pong pwera po dito, kung baga from head to toe. So in our head office, nandun po yung ating mga board of trustees, no? Kasi ang Educo po dito is a branch, no? we have our main office at Barcelona sa Spain. So Educo Philippines is an extension, kumbaga. So our Educo Board of Trustees, those are internal to us. We as the staff, employees, volunteers, trainers, interns, and those even work experienced staff. This includes po also yung mga, we also have an international volunteer. So, sa ngayon, meron po tayong Australian volunteer. Kasama din po siya sa COPEDES po itong policy ito. And of course, external, lahat po ng tao no, that participated in our programs, projects and other initiatives, particularly po yung mga kabataan. Kasi yun naman talaga ang gusto nating marinig na voice nila. Ano ba yung mga gustong hinaing na iparating po nila sa atin? No, us and you as our partners. And of course, people who has collaboration with Educo, people who visit the program, projects in the field, photographers, even our media partners, no, consultants, local and international partner organizations who have formal contractual relationship with Educo. So yun po. So next slide po. Ayan. So kung makikita niyo po dito, this SCC or yung Suggestion, Complaint, and Commendation, this is only part of this channels, no? Wherein you can send your feedback, no? Pero apart from this, gusto din namin ipakita sa inyo that there are other channels for receiving reports. Like for instance, itong number 1, this is Whistlebee. Kumbaga po sa government, ito po yung 888. Pag may nakikita po tayong any irregularity, no, sa programming, pag may nakikita po kayong violation on the way we provide the services or dun sa mga contractual relationship natin, any issue of fraud, no, pwede po natin i-report using this channel, no? Whistlebee. So mayroon po itong QR code wherein you can scan and you can send the information directly. Ito po is handled directly by the head office. Ano po? And mayroon pa rin naman na conventional, so hindi namin ito inaalis. Itong number 2, through postal. Kasi nga, sa head office, they're still using the post office natin. No? Marami pong mga donors na nagsusulat. Kumbaga yung mga old way of communicating. So since tayo, open pa rin naman ang post office natin, despite na mayroon na po tayong mga high-tech ngayon, di ba? In the advent of information and technology. Pero si post office is also a way. Hindi po natin ito inaalis kasi even donors can send us the SEC. So kung papadaan po nila dito sa post office, marireceive pa rin po namin. Ano po? And number 3, through our vocal. So kanina po narinig natin yung presentation about child safeguarding Bisaya. So here in our case, meron po tayong, or in a country office, meron po tayong vocal, our child specialist, child protection specialist, si Ms. Carla May Bremen. Siya po ang ating pong vocal in cases or issues of safeguarding. So pwede pong iparating sa kanya. And ito po yung pang-apat, ito po yung dinidiscuss ko po sa inyo, yung SCC or Suggestion, Complaints, and Commendation. Ang gusto po natin maging accessible po ito sa lahat. Ano po? So in the next slide. Ayan, sige. And you can skip that. So these are the same terms and definition. So next slide po. Yan. This can be grouped into 3. Ano po ba ang gusto natin pong may parating when we talk about this SCC? So first po, we really wanted to listen. Ano po? Gusto nating maging accessible ito and adaptable din po ito sa context ng local areas. Halimbawa po sa mga bata, paano namin may papaintindi ito dahil kadalasan nakikita natin English. Pero during our activity, we make it a point kung may mga participants tayong young, we explain it to them that you can send your feedback, you can send your inputs or queries or questions to us, suggestion or even complaint. Ano po? And lahat naman po itong tinatanggap po namin, we consider this in good faith. Kasi nga, we also believe na ito naman ay galing sa mga experiences ng ating pong mga participants. So, yung presence o yung pag-iisip na to deal this in good faith, really, nandoon siya. Pagka sa batas, ang isang akusado ay presumed innocent until proven guilty. So, nandun po yung presumption of good faith, na iniisip natin, iparating ito sa amin for our improvement, for our good, and for everybody's good na po. And yung nga po, we treat this with dignity, respect, and without discrimination. So wala po ditong pagkatangi, no? The SEC mechanism as also a committee na nag-handle po ito, and this is spread in our organizations, structure po natin, no? And because of this, we also respond, no? Upholding the confidentiality and security of the information, handling it fairly and objectively, and we wanted na mas mabilis, as prompt as possible po na ma-respond po natin po. So, and of course, we learn and we improve. So, this will actually help us in the improvement of our processes in our office. No? So, sige, sa next one. So, ito po yung magiging laman, no, ng ating pong SEC. Basic lang naman pong information po na gusto po nating makita, yung contact details po ng magsasend ng SEC or suggestion, complaints, recommendation. And then yung detalye, ano po ba yun? Reklamo niya po doon sa staff, reklamo po doon sa venue, mga ganun sa project, sa pag-implement, mga hindi maayos na implement, mga ganun pong bagay. So, ginagawa po namin paraan. We have still the conventional, mayroon po tayong fax, no? And of course, mayroon na rin po yan ng QR code. Kasi nga, common na po ngayon, yung connectivity. Pero may mga areas po tayo na wala talagang internet or walang means. That's why we also encourage them to send their queries or rather their suggestions or feedback through writing po dun sa papel, hindi uhulog na lang po nila sa faxes. And we do administer that by the committee members, no? Hindi po siya basta-basta nag-check o nakahawakan, hindi naman authorized, no? Even within our organization. And yun nga, although we accept or yung iba kasi may mga hindi na naglalagay ng pangalan or contact number, we encourage po na malagot talaga nila na kahit contact number. Why? Because it's our means of validating if there are some information na kulang, gusto po namin may tanong pa sa kanya. And of course, kapag ka ito ipinasas na for resolution, maibalik din po sa kanya yung information kung ano ba yung ginagawa. Especially if it is a suggestion or especially if it is a complaint. So, yun. Okay, next one. So, dito po sinasabi ko, as I mentioned kanina, naka-spread naman po ang membership po ng committee. No? Of course, nandyan po yung ating NEIL or Monitoring and Evaluation Coordinator. And ako po, as a sponsorship coordinator, as part of the committee. And mayroon din po from IT and from our area. So, from logistics and sa ating pong area admin, no? Sa Catanduanes. So, naka-spread po ang committee po nito. And these are some of the tasks that we are doing. Hindi po talaga sa SCC, siya po yung parang nag-decide, no? We are only a channel. We course that through the specific units or specific department kung saan po yung concern na parating sa amin ay sa tingin po namin para po doon. Ano po? And then, of course, ito po, just quickly, yung process flow po natin. If ever po mayroon pong SEC pong pumasok, ito po yung pasunod-sunod. We always check po kung ito ba ay report. Kasi kung report, dapat po papasok po din sa WISLD. Kapag ito naman po ay infringement or PISEA, doon naman po dapat sa focal, respective focal, no? Pero pagka SEC, so we will register it as SEC. Pagka suggestion, complaints, or commendation. Ano po? And then we confirm the receipt. And if needed, yun nga yung additional information. Kapag kulang, kailangan talaga pong matanong ulit. And then we forward that to the division concerned, no? For the resolution or an update kung ano man po siya. As much as possible, we want to complete the process within 15 days, no? And then get back those resolution doon po sa nagtanong or nagpadala ng kanyang pong feedback. Kapag satisfied na naman siya, we will close the loop. Pero kung hindi, there's an additional process. Dito na po sa other side. Ano po? Until such time na makumpleto na po yun. And then it will finally be resolved. So, next slide. Ito po yung other process po or receiving channels po natin, no? apart po dun sa nabanggit ko, yung conventional na box, yung QR code, pwede rin naman po mag-send ng email, pwede naman po sa aming pong social media platform like sa Facebook, or dito po sa cellphone number, pwede pong mag-send. Or yun din po, in person, kung talagang walang dala, just in case there is like instance po na nandito po sa area, yung isa namin kasama, pwede naman po iparating in person. Ako. Alright, so next po, ayan. So with that, I would like po to encourage everyone to try lang po dito. You can scan po the QR code kung mayroon po kayong nakikitang suggestion. So far, ilang oras natin pag-usama. And kahapon po, yung kasama namin kahapon, pwede po natin i-try itong QR code nito. There are only 3 details na kailangan po dito. Yung information mo about SCC, yung info ng person, and of course, yung lahat na naka-asterisk, those are mandatory fields para po tayo mag-proceed. And this mechanism is being reviewed as well by our counterpart sa head office po. So yeah, yan lang naman po so far ang SCC natin. Again, kung may mechanism din po kayo na ginagawa, we would like to complement this, adapting this kind of feedback mechanism para naman po sa ating ikabubuti sa lahat po ng ating programa na ginagawa. So thank you very much sa ating pong mga host. Balik na po sa inyo.
And thank you, Sir Bong. Again, we would be more than happy to receive your feedbacks. And dahil dyan tayo natututo from the feedbacks of others. So hindi ka na patagaling pa, Ate Shi.
Okay, thank you so much again, Kuya Bong. If you have questions, tungkol po sa mga discussions na dinidiscuss, sa mga topics na dinidiscuss natin sa unahan, kindly reserve it because we have allotted a time for the question and answer portion. In the meantime, magkakaroon muna tayo ng photo opportunity. Habang tayo ay medyo fresh pa. sorry. Ayan. So may I request everyone to